The first step is to search for Autodesk free educational access. Then you go through it, and let's say you need Fusion 360, Revit, Inventor, AutoCAD. Just select anyone. So for now, I'll go for Fusion. But when you get the access, you can come back and click on any other software. Then as a student, you click on student, select rather, then continue. Then it says your account information, your email address. So I'll type in imake photo. This should contain your email address. It is better you use an email address that contains your name. So this is just a guide. So continue. Then your first name. Now, for people that have 3 names, your first, your middle, and your last name, especially how it is in your school documents, like the documents if you're in Futo, IMSU, or any other school, right? The document, all your documents, how your name is, right? If your name is John Kennedy Doe, right? So in your first name slot, in the first name slot, you write John. That is your first name, right? Your last name should of course be Doe, but in your document it is John Kennedy Doe. So in your last name for this process, just simply write Kennedy Doe. I don't know if you get me. If your full name is John first name, Kennedy middle name, Doe last name. Now this is how it is in all your documents, right? So here just write it John Kennedy Doe, like John first name, then last name should be your other names. Then your educational role, you are a student, right? Then your date of birth, you were born on, I don't know, let me just shuffle. You're born on 1999 or 1996 or thereabouts. Okay, then continue. Then of course your country is Nigeria. Is there any non-Nigerian here? Then your address should be I actually prefer writing school, your school. So if you're in IMSU, or Futo, or UNN, or whatever school you are in, you write your school. That is it. Then your city, of course Futo is in Owerri. Then your postal code. Normally I just go to Google and search Futo postal code, and any number you see there is always, I think, 6 digits. Just write it as a postal code. Is nothing serious. So for here I'll just use 002340001. Then institution type, university or post-secondary. Then name of institution, normally it will pop out. It does pop out. So you may encounter this problem when your university doesn't pop out. The best thing to always do in this case is actually to refresh. I love that I encountered the problem. Okay, yeah, I'll just write my university and it comes out, right? Now there are lots of federals, so to locate mine very easily, right, I'll just write Owerri. Just find a word that mostly only your school has, and the search span gets smaller. So I'll click on Federal University of Technology Ray, and then photo website should be photo.edu.ng. Am I correct? I think so. Then your graduation date is very simple. Let's say you came into the school like when you were admitted, right? No, when your first semester 100 level started was on June 2027, right? So you should know that just add 5 years, and then June of the next 5 years, right? So if you started by 2027, normally it should be 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So it should be June 2032, right? So I'll click on June 2032, January. Okay, for some reasons, okay, let me click on 2031. But what I said earlier still holds. Let's say for now, I'm now doing it for someone that started school on 2026 instead of 28. You understand? So June. Okay. This information is accurate and matches the identification provided by my school. Then you continue. Please, this capital photo.edu.ng, make it small letter, although I don't think this matters, but just make it small, photo.edu.ng. Then yes, it will prompt you to get more information about you, so that you'll be verified that yes, you are a student, right? So continue. Normally, I think if you have your student's email, the process will be shorter, but since it's normal email, they will. Oh god. Now I love that this is also coming up. Now they will a page will open up which is share ID. This doesn't concern you, although you can actually open a share ID, blah blah blah, but this is a long process. If you have a share ID account already, then sure, but for now I don't have any share ID, so I'll click back. If you check my screen, bottom left, you see an arrow pointed backwards, so I'll click on it to indicate that I've gone back, right? And I'll still click on continue again. Now this is what will come up, right? Then it will now prompt me to upload additional documents. Now this is how I do it, right? So I do this process before I even start like I do what I want to do now before I even start applying for this. So this is drag and drop a file here or click to browse. So for me, I'll choose files. That is if I've already saved the file. So which files are necessary? So you create first of all, you go to your school portal, right? You get documents. If you're in 100 level, you just need one school fees receipts, then your profile page information, your acceptance letter. The sequence should be your profile page information, your acceptance letter, and then your school fees. If you're in 200 level, use your 2 school fees. If you're in 3 or 4, use all your school fees receipts. So just create a PDF that compiles all these images: your profile page information first, your acceptance letter second, then your school fees receipts. And then that PDF, you save it with your full name. This is how I do mine. You save it with your full name as it is. As you have written that John Kennedy Doe, save it like that with your full name as it is in all your documents. Then when you save it, you now click on choose files. and then once you have clicked on it, you click continue, and then it will prompt you to submit. So after the continue is now submit, right? I have not clicked on any file here, so the process have not prompted me to submit. So this is the full process to get Autodesk access. Now I will now show you the next process after getting the access.